What is going on, guys? I am MC Fixer and today you are watching AskFixz. What is AskFixz? AskFixz is a weekly, like remember last week when I said it wasn't weekly because I've been off my game, but now I'm back on my game, weekly Q&A session sent in by you guys, the viewers, team fixers, I like to call you, the man them, the fan them, the love, the supporters. Appreciate it. Again, would just like to say a big thank you to everyone who asked questions last week. Last week's show was quite funny in my opinion, yeah, just thank you very much to everyone. Anyway, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's get straight into the questions. And the first question is from Michael. And Michael says, favourite game of the year so far? Nah. Favourite game I've played this far is probably Quantum Break. Quantum Break's probably my favourite game that I've played this year. It had a phenomenal story in my opinion. The gameplay was fun. It had everything I was expecting. Shut up, phone vibrating. Everything I was expecting out of Quantum Break and a Remedy game I got. The TV show was well done. It wasn't poor. It wasn't phoned in, as I like to say. It wasn't like, oh, we're going to do this TV show and the game and it all intertwines and you care about one and you don't care about the other. No. I cared about both of them. Both of them had great impact on me and really showed how you can tell a story and the TV show in a multiple universe like that. It was just a really cool idea and they pulled it off really well and it was a lot of fun. So that's probably my favourite game I played this year. I haven't played Inside yet, which I'm hearing phenomenal things about, and there's tons of games on my backlog I haven't got round to playing yet. So, you know, I'll get there. I'll get there. Second question comes from Melanie, and it says, what movies in the remainder of 2016 are you excited to see? So what, off the top of my head, the first one that comes to mind is Suicide Squad. I'm not a huge DC fan. I don't care for Batman, I don't care for Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, the list goes on. I just don't care for DC characters, but I like the premise of this film of they're bad guys going to save the world. The government don't really care if they die because they're bad guys. They're getting them out of jail. I love the cast, Tom Hardy, Will Smith. I like the look of the characters. I don't know the characters. Some of them look a bit stupid, but whatever, doesn't really matter. It looks like a fun film. The trailers have done a great job, in my opinion, of portraying the Joker, which is one of the DC characters that I do actually like and care about. So I feel like Jared Leto is doing a great job from what I'm seeing from the trailers. We'll just have to wait and see, really. But Suicide Squad is definitely the film I'm looking forward to seeing the most. I haven't got around to seeing Central Intelligence, but I like those fun, dumb films. I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I love Kevin Hart. I think they're both funny, especially Kevin Hart, obviously, and I think The Rock just adapts well with whoever he works with. He works well off of people, so those are probably two films I really want to see. Hope I answered the question. Next question comes from Miles Pope, man like Flicky, as I like to call him. Shout out to you, Flicky. And he says, do you think anyone will be able to visit every planet in No Man's Sky? Rumours are the sun will die before anyone can. Nah. The thing about this is, Miles I've spoken to him a couple of times about No Man's Sky, and he is so hyped on No Man's Sky. And shall I let you into a little secret? Yeah, you. I'm going to let you into a little secret. No Man's Sky is going to be overhyped, and it's going to let down so many people. Yeah, I said it. I did. I honestly do think No Man's Sky is going to be a letdown. I feel like people's expectations are so crazy that it's never going to be able to deliver. It's going to be a good game. It's either going to go one or two ways. I'm an Xbox guy, I own a PlayStation, I will play the game. But PlayStation seem to get let off a lot of things when it comes to the internet community. Like re-releases or exclusive games or the list goes on. Sony seem to get a pass for lots of things. So No Man's Sky, I feel like, even if it's not an amazing game, people are going to try and convince people that it's an amazing game. Like, it could be a 7, but people could be like, no, this is definitely a 10 or a 9 or an 8 for that. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be in that excellent masterpiece category, not the good okay category, just because it's been overhyped. Now, your question was nothing about that, but no, they've already said no one's going to be able to visit it. It would take lifetimes, apparently, because it's all procedure generated. So no one's going to be able to do it. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's a video game. But Miles, temper your expectations, my friend. Temper your expectations. Oh god, I lost my list of questions. Ah! Next one comes from Lewis Bran, and it's not really a question. I don't think Lewis understands how we do AskFixz, but it says, yo, a big shout out to everyone at XFixz's birthday is on the 20th of July, and he will be on Twitch. And just turn up and wish him a happy birthday and support this guy. He deserves every single bit of, basically it says every bit of enjoyment he gets, and hope he has a happy birthday. Yes, my birthday is the 20th of July. Head over to twitch.tv/MCFixer if you want to watch me live on the 20th of July. Drinking games, jackpot party box, drawful. Come along, have fun. Should be a good night. So if you are chilling on a Wednesday night and want to watch someone get drunk and have a bit of fun, come check me out. But thank you for the shout out, I guess. This next question comes from Mr. Moody, and it says, what was the game that got you into video games? Now this is a really good question, because I have to actually think about this one. Let me have a bit of my Coke as well. Thank you. Probably Mario on the Game Boy. The Game Boy is the first system I remember picking up. I played Mario, Tetris, but I was young. That was probably the games that got me into games. Was the console that got me into video games was the Sega Mega Drive. I'm sure most of you know it. I was never a Nintendo kid, I was a Sega kid. The first system I had was a Game Boy, then a Mega Drive. I remember my dad got it for me. And the Mega Drive, yeah, Streets of Rage. I think Streets of Rage is the game that got me into video games. I love Streets of Rage. Me, my dad and my brother would play Streets of Rage all the time. 1, 2. Didn't even know about 3 until I got older. Didn't even know there was a number 3. Crazy, I know. And it was one of those games that you couldn't save, so you had to beat it all in one sitting. And Streets of Rage was just a phenomenal game. And I think that, honestly, looking back on my history of video games, because I actually never finished Mario. I finished Streets of Rage 1 and 2. I think Streets of Rage 1 was probably that, Golden Axe, Shinobi. If I think back, they're the games that got me into video games. So the Sega Mega Drive, but definitely Streets of Rage. That was definitely the game. Thank you for the question. This next one comes from Ronnie. It says, what do you believe RPG/RPG MMOs have to do to take games to the next level? Personally, I'm a big fan of adaptive storylines and customization. Also, why haven't Star Wars Return to the Old Republic style RPG for the 4th gen? Love those. What next for the Dragon Age series? A few there. So the question really is, what are they going to do to push boundaries? I think you summed it up, honestly. It's more about taking the story and giving it to you, and you're moulding the story as it goes along with dialogue or choices, or you kill someone, there's repercussions of that. I feel like that's where the series are going. I think Witch is a great show of that. 3 important different endings. That gives you 3, if you don't cheat it, that's 3 playthroughs. And the side quests feel like main stories. I feel that's where it's going. Like, especially Witcher 3. A game I finished, I didn't do all the side stuff. I will one day get back to it. But The Witcher 3 has a perfect balance of, this is a main story mission, but it doesn't feel any different to a side mission, just the XP isn't as good. Side missions feel flushed out, and big stories, and important, and you want to do them. They're not annoying side missions that you have to do just to level up, do you know, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I feel like just customizing the story to you. Like, so we're both at the bar having a drink, Ronnie, and we sit down, we talk like, oh, what did you do? Oh, I killed that person. Oh, no, I saved that person. I feel like that's where games are going nowadays. You see that with Mass Effect. You see that with all different types of games. Walking Dead again, Telltale, they do a great job with their style, but I feel like all games are going there. So, yeah, I feel like just customizing it to you. Especially with VR coming, I feel like a lot of games are going to be like Resident Evil 7. I was listening to an interview the other day, and the producer said, it's meant to feel like you. You're in that house. You're in that world. It's you playing. Which, from a Resident Evil standpoint, I don't like, but I understand why they're doing it. So thank you for the question. And last but not least, William says, first video game memory. Again, honestly, the first video game memory I have is from a Game Boy. Is playing Tetris, Super Mario, might not be Super Mario, one of the Marios, I don't know what it was called, honestly. I'm not good on my Nintendo history. It's playing Game Boy. Game Boy is my first video game history. I had the brick yellow system. if anyone remembers that, the greeny type of screen. It was just... that was the first system I remember having, handheld system obviously, but the first system I had. And that's the first video game memory I have, is playing Mario and realising you can hold the B button to run fast and all different things. All different things. But yeah, they're my first video game memories. Strange, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Again, I need to be emphasising on the share part. I really do appreciate it, those that do share this content. It means the world to me. We can reach a bigger audience if we do it that way. Also, for those who do watch it and they like, oh, Fixer keeps sending me links. If you drop a comment, I know that you've watched it. That way I don't need to send you the link. That's why I say drop a comment. I don't get anything out of dropping comments, apart from it looks nice in my on YouTube. So, even if you just put nice, well done, whatever you put, doesn't really matter. But, love you, leave you, see you guys later. Bye.